What I'm about to share with you today is going to help you step into your power, step into the one that has everything in their life. Let me tell you that when I discovered the real way to manifest my reality, this is when everything in my life started to change. In fact, when everything was going downhill back in 2020, I manifested over 6 figures and bought a car cash. And I was able to pay all my bills for like the next 4 years. I didn't even have to lift a finger to go get a job, to go work, to find something to do. But what that allowed me to do was to follow my passions because I really wanted to be more focused on music. So it led me down a place where I didn't have to think of anything outside so I can be in my creative mind all day. So if you are a small YouTube channel or a creator or maybe an artist or maybe a musician or anything, if you want to be a famous actor, you can, because there are many people that came out of nothing into something. Like Jim Carrey imagined, he wrote himself a check, and next thing you know, he got into a movie, Dumb and Dumber. And he kept telling them nope. After they give him an offer, he kept saying no, 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 until he got the one he wanted. Literally, the guy was homeless. There are many stories like that, but what they believed internally within their mind is what really shifted their reality. It wasn't what they saw in it. So if you want to manifest the impossible, it is possible. That anything you desire, do you want to be a famous director? Do you want to be a famous movie star in LA? Or you are the most amazing model in New York City. You can be that. You could be whatever you want to be. Because it all begins with the desire to have it. But we were conditioned in our reality to not have the things that we want in our life. People around you will put the doubt in your mind, fear in your mind that, oh, it's not possible, that they don't support you. I've met these type of people in my world. And what do? I separate myself because a lot of people are not going to get this like you. There are not many people aware in this reality that what they are creating in their own mind and what they are believing with inside is being expressed into their reality. So if you're thinking of the doubts and the impossible, then your reality will show that everything in your world is impossible. Because it is not our external world. It's like the Matrix. None of this stuff that you are seeing in your reality is real. It's an illusion. It's just a reflection of your own thoughts, your own mind. And we're living in a collective world with other conscious beings that are all multiple creating in all different timelines. But you can become anything that you desire. And I believe that you can, but you have to first believe in yourself that is possible. Over the course of my time, I learned many things that literally, if I were more consistent in those time periods, maybe I wouldn't have lost everything. But it led me to my path today. And if you're someone that wants to make a difference, we don't do this by force. We don't have to go out and take action. We don't even have to go out and make this thing happen. Because what I've learned through Neville Goddard and the Law of Assumption, you can watch all my videos on it, but you don't have to know the deep down part of it. What your reality is whatever assumptions of the reality that you are looking at and believing that it is. It is your assumptions of the world around you. And when we let go of these so-called beliefs that are in our mind, then the things that we want in our life will begin to flourish, because there are no obstacles in your reality. There are no roadblocks. There are no things that are blocking you. And I read a lot of people in this manifestation community about all these things that will stop you from getting the thing that you desire. But in reality, those things actually don't exist. It only exists if you believe they exist. And if you believe it, the way that, if we go down deep into how manifestation works, is that we have our conscious mind and our subconscious. Whatever you think in your mind over and over time becomes your beliefs. And when you are impressing your subconscious, no matter if it's right or wrong, will express that into your world. So it is our state of being. So if you want to shift into this state to have all the desires you want to have millions of views or other things like that. I've seen a YouTuber that I listen to. I'm listening to this other YouTuber that doesn't even talk about manifestation, but the way that she speaks, the way that her conviction is, literally is the law that I'm sharing with you today. It is an internal conviction that whatever it is that you are desiring is yours. Everything is yours. Doesn't matter how difficult reality may look. It is not your 3D world. It is just a reflection of your own mind, your own being. So when we step into our power through this law of assumption, you are stepping in by acting, living, and being this person. That is all you have to do. You don't have to worry about what you are seeing because it will reflect back. So when we live in this imaginative state, or some people would call it delusional state, it is not. We are not wishful thinking. We are not pretending. We are becoming. So you walk, talk out there, act as if that thing has already happened, that it is fact in your life. And when you wake up and you go about your day and you're surprised that it's not there because you swear that it's real, you are on that path. Because eventually your reality has to comply, your subconscious has to show you what you are truly believing within. So we have to remove these negative things such as doubt and fear and the people around you that have no say on how this reality actually works. In fact, a lot of those people are just NPCs that are just not aware of reality. When sometimes I'm out with people and someone's just not in that state, and when you start talking in this matter, they start dazing off into the world because they don't get it. They're more focused on staring at the phone and scrolling. Don't be the one scrolling. Why not be on the other side sharing something, right? Anything you want in life is easy. You can manifest that. If you want to travel the world, imagine that you already are traveling the world. Imagine that you're sleeping in your new bed. Imagine when you're going to sleep in your bed that you're already in that house, that dream house that you are in. Neville Goddard, the law of assumption, when he was talking to his teacher, and his teacher's name is Abdullah, and he would go knock on his door and ask him, because he was broke in New York, I'm not sure what time period, 40s, 50s, 60s, or maybe 30s, I don't know, somewhere around there. But he would go and ask his teacher, I don't have money, I don't have a nickel to me. And how do I go see my family in Barbados? I have no money to travel. So what his teacher told him is that you are already there in Barbados, that you are there. Imagine yourself. So he would close the door, he would leave, and then he would keep going back and forth, asking his teacher things. And he finally understood that when he was walking down New York City, he started imagining that his life was in a different state. It's our state of being. It is how we are living by conviction. It is living our reality as fact. When I go about my day, I imagine that the world I see is different because I don't believe the world I see. I believe the world inside. So when you start believing within yourself and finding your real truth and purpose, then your world will express that purpose back out into this world, and everything will be magical because it already is. It's like you have to be aware of it. Right? There are stories where, for example, if you were walking down a street and you would pass the same things every single day, but you weren't aware of the thing that you passed. There was this one thing you've always passed, and there was a thing that says how to win $1,000,000, right? And it was on a magazine. But you were not aware because it wasn't in your consciousness that you wanted something like that. So you would pass this every single day. But then when you are in alignment with the reality that you are desiring, when you walk back down that same pathway, guess what? You have unconsciously, not knowing why you stopped right there, but you picked this thing up. You picked this book up, or whatever it is. And next thing you know, it led you down the path of the place that you were supposed to go. Why? Because you were already consciously living as fact, living as someone that already has it. Your world will unfold in magical ways. But to some others will think it's all coincidence and luck. But there isn't any of that unless you believe it to be. So no matter what you see in your world, none of that really matters because it's a reflection of your internal state. Whatever you are assuming, that's what you are. So live by this every day with conviction. There is nothing else you need to do. Don't worry about how am I going to get there, or what do I need to do, or how is it even possible. You cannot think of the how. All your job in this reality is to just be. Live in the flow. Believe me, when I live in the flow, things happen. Just be and embody it. Become it. Don't just merely talk about it or think about it. You want to become it. Become one with it. You and reality are not separate. You are one. There is only you and the connection to the infinite, the universe. The universe wants to give you everything in life. But you have to believe you're worthy of that. I am worthy of everything in my life. I am. That is your affirmation. Affirm that you are. I am unstoppable. Everything I want is mine. Money comes with ease. So that is really what manifesting really is. People get very technical with it. If you do want to know the hows and why things actually work, I go deeper into the subconscious and the conscious mind and a lot of other things regarding all different laws, methods, and things like that. But if you really want to step into your power, you already there. You just have to believe you are by just being it. That's all you need to do. There's nothing else. And just relax and things will start unfolding. There is nothing else you need to do in reality but to just be it. So if you'd like to know more about manifestation and maybe have deeper knowledge of the way that things work, I highly recommend checking out all my videos on the law of assumption, or you can check out this video here to take you to the next level.